Have you ever thought about anything in history?
Shakti-shali.
The kings and the kings of the empire shall bear the sword. Or not from Yud. Rather, it was an eye-popping sight. It's an iron that looks like a spunk. The deepest parts of each.
Then they say it's a siren?
It is possible for a man to have such a charm. It does not even let the prey realize that it is trapped. In this video, you will know how a woman saved the great king and his empire were destroyed. Today
the road,
you will know the aspect. Welcome all of you to the world of Lucifer. For 43 years, Jesus was the king of Egypt. Then he took his sister and... The voice you selected does not support this language. Please click the upper right corner to
sealed the borders
switch
of
to another
Egypt so
voice.
that Cleopatra,
Julius Caesar arrived in Alexandria the same year he could not return.
so that it ensures.
So that despite local power struggles, Rome's very faithful making a night when Caesar destroys his generals. Discuss with Ranidi. Then he came in and said, one of the Greeks? Then he came in the midst of a struggle. Caesar gave him permission to enter the merchant. He came carrying a large rolled-up rug on his shoulders. As soon as he untied the rope, and with his hands he quickly unwrapped the carpet. Cleopatra appeared from within. Half-naked, she came out like an officer. Everyone was mesmerized. The appearance of a young lady of only 21 years of age like this. Their dreams are as bold as their dreams. In the darkness of the night with a man.
Egypt.
In the harbor, everything is on the price, but everything is on
More
the price.
than just
Julius Caesar Cleopatra, no. She wasn't an ordinary woman, she was the highest of her youth. It was so loud that anyone could hear it. He fell under her spell. Her personality and conversational skills were so powerful that she could ensnare any man. That very night, Cleopatra became Caesar's lover. Caesar had had many lovers before, but he always gave more importance to politics and war. But Cleopatra, and he gave them an oath which they were not accustomed to. Alexander Mayon from Cleopatra Caesar to inherit the cage and rule the world. If sometimes the goddess was caught in the ice. Caesar looks like this game, whenever they think they have won. And he answered them with a crown, which he turned again. They were forced to drink, and that was the case with Caesar. Search. I thought it was going to happen anyway. As the weeks went by, Caesar heard all of Cleopatra's servants as they prepared to leave Egypt, and Cleopatra arranged for them to take a straw to the Nile River, the height was 54 feet, with palaces built on several terraces. There was a huge temple of the god Dionysus. Then Caesar saw the pyramids, but when Caesar was gone, he was in Rome. Unrest spread, and he was eventually assassinated in 44 BC.
It has been done.
A weird scene named Mark Antony after his death. I like the colors and the colors. They were the Romans, and they were the Romans. Then he sent them to the city of Tarsus in Egypt. Cleopatra was about to create the same atmosphere again. A golden servant with purple sails billowing. Nymphs dancing all around. Melodious music, and Cleopatra dressed as the goddess Aphrodite. The crowd started chanting her name. Mark Antony could not resist seeing Cleopatra's beauty. Cleopatra would trap him again and again. This time he became completely a slave to Cleopatra and followed Egyptian customs, adopted clothing, and distanced themselves from the Roman legacy. This is how a woman ruled for 2 months. He has never been in the history of Cleopatra. There was no picture of Cleopatra. Their faces were thin and a little naked. It was their greatest strength. His huge magical eyes, he was captivating with his words, and his 2 great kings through their eyes. Cleopatra was indeed an extraordinary siren. She was a woman who was known for her personality, art, and drama. She was adept at subjugating men through Norma Jane Mortensen, later known as Marilyn Monroe. No, in his childhood, he grew up there. She was always smiling and smiling. I lost it when I was 13. The little boy was wearing a sweater, and the strange boy was staring at him. Trust that gold? It was a small but powerful thing. The power of attraction in Marilyn was ambitious now. She started wearing makeup and dressing differently. She started smiling, and in time she realized something strange. Men fall in love with her without even knowing she is anything. If she had said so, they would have blamed the man. She seduced them. Some saw lust in her eyes. So, to some, the magic in her voice, Mary Lane understood that the magic was not in her looks, but in her presence. Now the question becomes how Mary Lane created the magic of the mandro. Starting out in the film industry wasn't easy. Producers used to say, "You come in doubt," but when they came to the screen, they went crazy. And then the 33 days. At the age of 1, he found another officer, Groucho Marx, a little in the movie, but memorable role producers wanted such an entry. Mary Lane made a new way of walking, controlling her back every time she walked, so that everyone would come to them and wash them away. From that day on, everyone began to speak to Mary Lane, a sex siren. Mary Lane's voice was as seductive as a little girl's. Then he threw him into a deep breath. His face was full of glamour and innocence. Her movement was different, and she was filled with excitement and lost in a snap. Marilyn didn't just want to be a bland bombshell, but when she was doing it, people were feeling something else. Whether you think it or not, you're going to have sex. My lane put itself like a sex siren, which was full of innocence and wickedness, and that was the cause. Not that he was in the veil, but a siren in the history. The name died. It is a character that lies within the bosom. And then they came out. Then there is no 77. Whenever a man sees a lightning bolt, he is caught in the depths of the lightning bolt. And he is caught in the depths of the lightning bolt. She awakens repressed desires, she forces them to lose control. She is not merely beautiful, she is a fantasy. Just as Cleopatra captivated Mark Antony, Joe DiMaggio, and Arthur Miller, both Marilyns, warriors and writers like Julius Caesar lost to Mandro, I bowed before the siren, the spell of the siren. It works not on any one person, but on every single man. To become a siren, you can focus on 3 points. The first, most different. Be a siren. Women are always different from ordinary women, they are not in the crowd. Just as Cleopatra showed herself apart from Natique and Bavita, the other pussy longs so much that she wants to find the lost siren and pulls the pussy to her. She does not run after the pussy herself, but forces them to run after her. The third little danger that makes her more seductive is not just a lovely satyr. There's also a bit of a risky allure. This risk only excites men more. You can see such people from afar, like an influencer or siren who arouses your lust by showing off her beauty. Siren also have weaknesses that lack confidence in them. A man can also be a siren. 4 examples you can take of the actor Darminder were the first of the 9 and the second of the 9 sirens. Siren can control any man with her beauty by coming to her and controlling them. You can also comment on some examples of siren.